Hello there everyone, Ashmita this side from Sourav Sir's Classes. Now here we are solving CAT question paper of 2023 and here is a comprehension passage as far as you all can see, and it is accompanied by 4 questions. Based on this passage, we need to choose the best answer for each of the questions that follow it. So over here, I'm not going to read each of the lines, but rather let us focus on each of the paragraphs. What is the basic gist of each of them? Now, the very first paragraph, you see, it's written original affluent society. Now, this excerpt is from an essay whose name is Original Affluent Society, and it's written by Marshall Salins. As you all can see, the name is mentioned over here, and the year is 1972. Now, the essay is all about the hunter-gatherer societies and how they were not engaged in a desperate struggle for survival before being driven into marginal environments by the colonial powers. Now, the main argument over here is that the hunter-gatherers, they had more leisure time than people in the agricultural and industrial societies nowadays, because they didn't have to work as hard like today's people to meet their needs. So Salin, the writer, he says he basically uses certain examples of Hadza people. Now, Hadza people, see, contemporary Hadza people of Tanzania. Okay, he has used this example who knew they had alternatives to their lifestyle and chose to stick with it. The next paragraph over here, that is this paragraph, it talks about how the essay is not so much about the empirical validity of its claims, but rather about the conceptual challenge that it possessed to contemporary Western ideas about work and leisure. So Salin suggests that foragers should demonstrate that society can make real choices about how they want to live, and that culture is not simply a matter of adaptation to the environment. Okay, so yeah, that's it. Overall, the essay is, we can say, it's a thought provoking exploration of the nature of work and leisure, and it has led to a significant impact on anthropology and other fields. So, what are the most important things that we got to understand from the paragraph is that hunter gatherers didn't have to work as hard as people in other societies to meet their needs, and they had more leisure time as a result. And the Hadza people of Tanzania, in the example that I gave, the Hadza people of Tanzania, they chose their lifestyle even though they knew that they had other options. Now, this shows that societies can make real choices about how they want to live. So, culture is not simply a matter of adaptation to the environment. That is what the entire passage is talking about. Salin, he argues basically that the societies, such as the Hadza people of Tanzania, uh, actually had more leisure time than people in the industrial societies, and this is because they didn't have to work as hard to find food and shelter. They could get what they needed by hunting, gathering, fishing, and they didn't have to accumulate a lot of material possessions. So, yeah, ultimately, we can say this essay is not really about whether Salin's claims are exactly true or not. Instead, it gives us an idea or it's all about how his ideas challenge the way we in the West think about work and leisure. So he suggests that hunter and gatherers, they show that societies can choose how they want to live and that their culture is not just a result of their environment. So, moving over to the questions that follow, the very first question is the author of the passage mentions Galbraith's The Affluent Society too. Of course, it shows Shalin's views complemented Galbraith's criticism of the consumerism and inequality of the contemporary society. Okay. The next question is about Tanzania's Hadza community. It says the author mentions Tanzania's Hadza community to illustrate what? that forager communities' lifestyle derived not from ignorance about alternatives but from their own choice. They were not obsessed with material possessions, they were not obsessed with things, items. So, yes, they were happy hunting, gathering, fishing, and all, and that is what they always wanted. The next question says the author of the passage criticizes Salon's essay okay uh, for its cursory treatment of the effects of racism and colonialism on the societies. Yes, another question we have, as I have already told, four questions would be following the paragraph. We can infer that Salon's main goal in writing his essay was to. So, we need to talk about the main role of Salon to write this essay, to hold a mirror to an acquisitive society with examples of other communities that have chosen successfully to be non materialistic. That is what we have already discussed while discussing about the entire passage, and it talks about ditching all sorts of material possessions and focusing on what is exactly necessary in our society. That's it. Let's keep it till here in this video. Let's discuss again the other passages in the other videos. So if you want to solve questions like this with me, and if you want to discuss like this, then you can join our classes for that. All the details are given in the description box below. Thank you.